these massacres happen in Shadyside over and over.
Witches! Witches!
I will curse this town forever.
Remember the sleepy Shadyside town? We may get to visit it again soon. We followed a brave group of teens as they uncovered the twists, secrets of the past, diving deep into the horrifying legend of Sarah Fire, the wicked witch whose vengeful ghost had terrorized the town for centuries. Even though they managed to break the curse and chase away the shadows, a brand new terror is creeping over the horizon, threatening to plunge Shadyside back into darkness. Yes, you guessed it right. Fear Street is coming back, folks. Prom Queen has finally arrived, and she's bringing a fresh wave of fear and suspense that will have you shaking with excitement. The latest installment is the brainchild of the brilliant Leigh Janiak, the visionary director behind the hugely popular Fear Street trilogy. Taking inspiration from the master of horror for young readers, R.L. Stine, Fear Street, Prom Queen promises to bring a tale of dread and intrigue, paying tribute to the classic horror movies that have left us all sleeping with the lights on. Netflix has given us an exciting sneak peek with a teaser made to look like a vintage 1980s home video, transporting us right into the heart of the action. You'll be excited to see the cast and crew pour their talents into bringing this terrifying story to life, with each scene promising an unforgettable cinematic experience. The anticipation is building as Netflix reveals the star-studded cast, a talented ensemble, hand-picked to breathe life into the characters that are sure to haunt our nightmares. The cast is a perfect mix of familiar faces and fresh talent, promising an unforgettable movie experience. Catherine Watterson from Alien Covenant, Lily Taylor from The Conjuring, and Chris Klein from American Pie bring their A-game, while newcomers like Susanna Son from Red Rocket and India Fowler from The Amazing Mr. Blunden add a burst of new energy. Joining them are rising stars Fina Straza, David Lacono, and Ella Rubin, completing the stellar ensemble. Although we're still in the dark about the characters, this talented cast is sure to deliver performances that will keep you wishing for more. R.L. Stine himself has confirmed that production is underway, and the movie will adapt his chilling novel The Prom Queen from 1992. Set in the airy town of Shadyside, the story follows Lizzie McVeigh, a high school student vying for the title of prom queen at Shadyside High in the 1980s. But what should be a night of celebration turns into a nightmare as the prom queen candidates are gruesomely murdered one by one. While we're not sure if Fear Street Prom Queen will stick closely to the book or use it as a jumping off point for a new story, one thing's for sure. With the Sarah Fire storyline seemingly wrapped up, this could be a fresh start for the series, or they could find a way to resurrect the ancient curse for even more spine-chilling adventures in Shadyside. Fans have been buzzing with theories about what could happen in Fear Street Part 4. One intriguing theory suggests that Ruby Lane's mother is behind the mysterious book theft, using it to resurrect her daughter and forming a cult with other grieving parents. Dina and the gang would then have to stop her from unleashing chaos on Shadyside. Another theory revolves around Will Good, who may have taken the book to sacrifice Shadyside once more. As the body count rises, Dina and her friends find themselves in a race against time to uncover the truth and save their town. A third theory, based on the first Fear Street book, The New Girl, suggests that the Queen of Air and Darkness could be a Good relative, manipulating Josh to restart the curse. Dina would face a tough battle to save her brother from this dark influence. And finally, there's a compelling idea for Fear Street 2021, set over 25 years after the 1994 events. Shadyside is now prosperous, but when the Goods move in, Dina, Sam, Josh, Ziggy, and Martin find themselves facing a new generation of the cursed family. The Goods have trained their children to befriend the next generation of Shadyside's residents, leading to a thrilling showdown. Fear Street 4 is shaping up to be an exciting addition to the Fear Street universe. The movie, titled Fear Street Prom Queen, is confirmed to take place in the 80s, adding a nostalgic twist to the series. Production is set to begin in early 2024, nearly 3 years after the initial trilogy debuted on Netflix. This installment will feature a new cast and a new director, Matt Palmer, distinguishing itself from the 2021 trilogy. However, the 80s setting offers hope for connections to the previous films, with the potential to revisit characters like Sam and Dina or explore new aspects of the Shadyside story. Set in 1988, Fear Street Prom Queen will take place between the first two movies of the original trilogy. While the film will focus on a new cast of characters, its setting in Shadyside provides an opportunity to go deeper into the lore of the series. The prom season covered in the film could also hint at connections to the initial three-part story, potentially linking all of Netflix's Fear Street projects together. With its proximity to the events of 1978, the fourth movie could reference Ziggy Berman's experience at camp and the Shadyside Killers. This setting not only sets the stage for a thrilling new story, but also opens the door for future installments to revisit beloved characters and storylines. Fear Street 4's setting prior to Part 1, 1994, opens up exciting possibilities for the franchise's future. The events of the upcoming movie won't prevent Netflix from revisiting the 1994 cast in later installments, allowing the streaming service to expand the Fear Street universe with stories set in the late 90s and early 2000s. While it's important to avoid undoing Dina and Sam's happy ending, it would be great to see them make cameo appearances in future films. The franchise will also need to address the mystery of who picked up the book at the end of Part 3, 1666. However, it seems unlikely that Fear Street 4 will provide answers to this question, as its past setting focuses on a new story. Leigh Janiak's vision for Netflix's Fear Street trilogy to become horror's answer to the Marvel Cinematic Universe is ambitious and exciting. While many have tried to replicate the success of the MCU and failed, Fear Street has a solid foundation upon which to build. The trilogy itself was a monumental achievement. Janiak filmed 3 movies in just 6 months, featuring much of the same cast and crew in various roles. Each installment was set in a different period, spanning nearly 300 years, adding to the complexity and richness of the storytelling. Rolling out the films on consecutive Fridays also generated buzz and anticipation among viewers. If Janiak's vision comes to fruition, we could see a vast and interconnected universe of Fear Street stories, each offering a unique blend of horror and nostalgia. The Fear Street films have been a massive hit on Netflix, and with R.L. Stine's extensive literary series as a rich source of material, Leigh Janiak has plenty of inspiration to draw from. She envisions a horror universe as expansive as the Marvel Cinematic Universe, with the potential to explore slasher killers from various eras. The core mythology, centered around the devil and Shadyside, offers even more storytelling possibilities. Janiak hopes audiences will embrace the Fear Street universe, allowing it to expand with more trilogies, standalone films, and even television projects. She's particularly intrigued by the idea of exploring different periods, like a 50s slasher movie, which could bring fresh and exciting twists to the genre. Instead of an original story like the recent Fear Street trilogy of films, this upcoming movie will follow the actual plot of the 1992 Fear Street book very closely. Here's what the creepy book is about. It takes place at the Shadyside High Prom, where 5 girls have been nominated for prom queen. What's supposed to be an amazing, memorable night quickly turns terrifying when a murderer starts violently killing off the prom queen candidates one by one. The main character, Lizzie McVeigh, realizes she could be the next target. Now she has to try and figure out who the killer is before they come for her next. With the first 3 movies receiving stellar Rotten Tomatoes scores in the 80s from critics across 1994, 1978, and even going back to 1666, the bar is set high in terms of quality and fright factor. But adapting an iconic book like The Prom Queen directly gives the filmmakers great source material to work with. While there's no concrete plan yet, Netflix's commitment to building franchises and the enduring popularity of horror suggests that the Fear Street cinematic universe could become a reality. In the meantime, fans can dive into the entire trilogy, which is now available for streaming. How excited are you? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time.